Okay, guys, this is Mark Ball, the proud and wonderful owner of Ball Breakers. Okay, tonight we're doing our mixer number 4. Okay, highlighted by the 2014 Topps Museum Collection, and then we got 2 mini boxes because this is a full hobby box. You can see the 2 minis right there for the 2014 Topps Finest. Oh, Chris can't. Okay, thanks for the update. I'll harass him later. Okay, and then 2015 Bowman product. I saw that chrome down the bottom. Started to get ahead of myself, guys. That Bowman, um, we netted 3 1-of-1s out of the last case, and then in the previous mixture we pulled a 1-of-1. Of course, granted, most of the 1-of-1s have been plates, but still, to pull that many 1-of-1s out of a 2015 so early in the season, for an NFL product, it's just pretty strong. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the screen. We'll get started, ladies and gents. See, did I get enough table? Yeah, that should be plenty. Yeah, but what does that $25 get you for the baggage fee? I mean, if they lost your bags, I mean, that's just a baggage fee. That's not that's not insurance or anything. And I might be missing. You might be being sarcastic, but I'm just trying to figure out if there's something to that fee that I'm not tracking. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this hobby box done. Actually, they're all 3 hobby boxes, so. Hey, good luck, everybody. Oh, stop. Let me go ahead and make sure that I tracked everything. Okay, let me scroll down. So the reason why I'm doing this, I want to make sure I captured all the trades. Okay, so as I read off, as long as I didn't miss anything, you guys let me know. But I didn't see any more trades happen today, other than a confirmation between Billy and Steve. So let me go ahead and read these teams off. We got, okay, Steve S with Steelers, Chris B with the Giants, Steve S with Cowboys, Mark M with the Browns, Billy's got the Packers, Sean P's got the Cards, Scott C's Bills, Jason W Lions, Scott C Panthers, Chris Q Saints, Steve M's got the Eagles, Jason L's the Rams, Chris B the Chiefs, Sean P Falcons, Jason L Redskins, Jason W Jets. A lot of Jasons and Chris's in this break. That's okay, though. I'll take anybody and everybody. Sean P. the Chargers, Scott C. Colts, Chris Q. Raiders, Kerry got the Jags. I'll scroll down. Chris Q. with the Pats, Mark M. with the Bears, Scott C. with the Vikings, Billy traded up for the Titans. Jason L. got the Bucks. Steve's got the Bengals. Clayton with the Ravens, Clayton with the Dolphins, Chris Q. with the Broncos, Kerry with the Seahawks, Clayton with the 49ers, and finally Sean P. with the Texans. Okay. Morning, Clayton. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was sarcasm, Kerry. I wasn't sure because I hadn't done it in a while. I wasn't sure if that had any sort of overtone as far as what that fee brought you. Guys, as I go through, if I did miss a trade or something, just shoot me a message, and I'll make sure it gets squared away. But as far as I know, I caught everything. Clayton, you added a new guy to the room the other day, didn't you? Like in the last day or two? I think that was you. If it was, you need to tell him to start checking out those mixers. I just posted a new one. And guys, I'm starting to get some chatter as far as some other product for the next mixer. Looking at Panini, and a couple guys. One guy asked about Upper Deck, and he was generic. He just said Upper Deck, which there's some decent product with 15 and 14. Trying to remember what else. But anyway, I'm going to start looking at the stuff for the Panini. Remember, they've got. I'm thinking Playbook would probably be a good anchor for it. And there's some other stuff. But if you guys can sit there and give me some feedback in the room, what Panini or Upper Deck products you might like. And I can crisscross manufacturers. I just like trying to keep that manufacturer integrity, just because it is a nice variety break. Okay, let me slide that so you guys can see it, and I can lean towards the camera here. Okay. Again, Bowman's been pretty good. No humongous hits. The other day we pulled a Vic Beasley Red Wave out of 25, and then keep forgetting the blacks are part of the set. It was the very last auto was the die cut Derek Carr that was out of 25. Panini Clear, or are you not thinking of Leaf? If you're thinking of Leaf Clear, it's been released, but my distributor is actually out of Leaf Clear and Leaf Ultimate. He just got some more cases in of Trinity and Leaf Metal Draft. But I'll look into it. I haven't heard anything about Panini Clear. Okay, guys, this is a double hit pack, and what I like about it is the second hit is an autograph right off the bat. Anyway, that's Coney Pruitt for the Titans. Okay, and then Mini Ifu Alamu. Okay, and that's an auto. Okay, so we already got an auto right off the bat. Remember, there's 4 autos. What I found out is those minis replace one of the regular autos. Okay, let me tilt back. I keep thinking I'm right underneath the camera, and I look forward, and I'm actually up underneath where you guys can't see anything. Okay, so our next hit is another mini, and that's a JA for the Dolphins. And your luck die cut for the Colts. Gold out of 75. That's Giovanni Bernard, and that's for the Bengals. Okay, Clear Vision. Okay, I'll look into that. Some reason, okay. I wasn't tracking that as a Panini product. I remember looking a while back at the pre-sales for the Clear Vision, but for whatever reason I wasn't tracking it as Panini. Okay, double hit. Starting off with a mini, and that's Vic Beasley, and that's for the Atlanta Falcons. And then our first autograph out of this box, first normal autograph, is Clive Wolford. Seeing another gold popping up. Okay, so our next mini, Matt Jones. That's for the Redskins. Followed by Austin Hill Gold out of 299. Let me hold that down a little bit. For the Seattle Seahawks. Blue, Michael Bennett for the Jaguars out of 499. And then C.J. Spiller, Silver Ice. And that's for the Bills. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the rookie teams. I got a list here, but I'm not slowing down right now. Um, and I think Alamo's some reason I'm thinking the Bears. Can't quite remember. Okay, so our next mini, Carl Davis for the Ravens. Blue, Jeff Howerman. And that's for the Broncos, and that's out of $4.99. Philip Dorsett for the Colts. Orange, $2.99. And then die cut for the Patriots. Tom Brady. Okay. There we go. Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. For the Ravens, gold out of $3.99. Brashad Perryman. Green, I believe those are out of $99. Yep. So these are out of $99. That's Danielle Hunter, Minnesota Vikings. And these are pretty big packs. I mean, these are 25 count packs. So it's not like the Panini where I'm going through 4 cards at a time. Ooh. Show these back to back. Okay. So Van Koyak for the Jaguars. Jameis Winston, Tampa Bay Buccaneers mini. You got Bo Wallace blue for the Chiefs from $4.99. Gold paper out of $3.99 for Eric Armstead of the 49ers. And then die cut Peyton Manning for the Broncos. Okay, next mini, Rashad Green for the Jaguars. And then our next auto, okay, and I cannot remember his team off the top of my head, Danny Shelton. Okay, and he went ahead and inscribed it number 55 down at the bottom. So, okay. So if we're keeping with the averages, I got one more auto coming up. Danny Shelton. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. Browns, okay. That was for Alamo, right? Okay. Silver Ice, Dante Fowler for the Jaguars. We got our relic. This time it's Derek Carr for the Oakland Raiders. Okay. Amir Abdullah, Detroit Lions. Our last auto for the box, PJ Williams. For some reason, I'm thinking Raiders. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's Ben Roethlisberger. This is serial numbered out of 75. Okay, so that wraps up box number 1 with the Bowman. Go ahead and get these out of the way. Move my sleeves on me. Shelton's Browns? Okay. Williams the Saints. Okay, set these here. I'll go through a quick mixer recap at the tail end. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the 2 mini boxes of the Finest. Okay, guys, we're doing pretty good. I know there's going to be a relic card in one of these packs, and hopefully it's autoed, and then hopefully we'll see a good low numbered colored auto coming out as well. I think I saw pink, which I believe, it's been a while since I've opened Finest. I believe that's out of 75. I think the best pink that I pulled was I think it was a Blake Bortles autograph. Okay, this is the thick one, so this is going to have the relic. Okay, last pack, guys, and as usual, good luck. Okay, so the Finest box. Okay, and there's about a hit every pack, starting with the lowly refractors, working our way up to the other, autographs and relics and such. So, I'm trying to tilt that down. Okay, so our first refractor for the Broncos, Von Miller. And it's just a base refractor. Our next one, out of 99 for the Jaguars, Blue A. Sanders. We got an X-Fractor. This one's for the Ravens. That's Torrey Smith. Jeremy Hill for the Bengals, base refractor. And then our first hit, and it's an auto relic. Okay, not serial numbered, but it's Logan Thomas for the Cardinals. It's just barely 3-piece. You can see that red strip just on the inside there. Okay, we have one of the Fantasy's Finest, and it's Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals. Okay. Picking it right back up. Okay, we've got a redemption. I'm going to set this here. Yeah, here, so you guys can see it. I didn't mean to put it out of screen, guys, but I wanted to get through the rest of the stack. Okay, Fantasy's Atomic Rookies. Okay, this is a die cut. This one's Martavis Bryant for the Steelers. Base refractor for the Rams, Greg Robinson. X-Fractor for the Steelers, Brandon Marsh, or did I say Steelers? Guys, I don't know, brain cramp. Anyway, Chicago Bears. I couldn't have been more off if I tried. Okay, finish off this stack. Okay, we got our next relic, and it's also auto. Okay, so that's good. Tom Savage. And it's for the Houston Texans. That one is also not serial numbered. I'll sleeve that in just a moment. Next hit, Victor Cruz, Fantasy's Finest, and that's for the New York Giants. And then our last one, die cut, Brandon Cooks for the Saints. And let's see what this one looks like. You're due to receive. Wow. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm going to have to random something. Mystery Rookie Autograph from 2014 Finest. Okay. Wow. So I'm going to have to randomize that. Let's see, 75s. Okay, so that takes care of the Finest. Hey, the Breakers got dibs too, right? I didn't know they had any mystery Finest in the Finest. I've opened up cases after case. That's the first one I've pulled. Okay, so like I said, I'll random this off at the end. So guys, stick around when I pull up the random.org and such. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started for the Topps Museum. That's going to be the highlight of tonight. Okay. It says one quad relic, one jumbo relic, one on-card autograph, and one autograph relic per box. Okay. No. All right, Clayton, you and me gonna have words later. Now you know I'm joking. At least I hope you do. Choo-choo. Okay, typical box within a box within a box. Okay, so winding down the last part of this break. Okay. I wish I could afford a whole case of this. This is some expensive stuff. Okay. Okay, so base card. Carlos Hyde for the 49ers. Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. Dan Marino, the man, for the Dolphins. And then our first hit. It's upside down, so I can't see it. So the Giants pull one off. Eli Manning, Reuben Randall, Odell Beckham Jr., and Andre Williams. And that is serial numbered 56 out of 99. You can barely see the number in that bottom corner. Okay. Okay. I'm presuming it's a bronze parallel, so Russell Wilson for the Seattle Seahawks. Then you got A.J. McCarron for the Bengals. Andre Johnson for the Texans. Okay, we got a museum collection, canvas collection. It is not serial numbered, but Mr. John Elway for the Broncos. Okay, our next hit, the Jumbo Relic. 46 out of 50, Khalil Mack for the Raiders. And then the next parallel, Kelvin Benjamin for the Panthers. Let's see. Oops. I have to grab a 100-pointer. That's thicker. And I don't have anything right here. I'll have to get it from over there. So I'll grab that in a moment. Okay. It looks like the same thickness. Yeah. Okay. Okay, for the Jets. And it's going back to the base cards. But anyway, that's Joe Namath. I'll just go ahead and show these. These are quick enough anyway. Marquise Lee for the Jaguars. Paul Richardson for the Seahawks. And this one looks like it'd be interesting. Okay. I saw on the back artistic skill, I thought it was going to be an interesting one. But anyway, Zach Stacy for the Rams. That's serial numbered out of 300. Okay, so that's the auto. The bronze, Alshon Jeffrey for the Bears. Arian Foster for the Texans. And then Jordan Matthews for the Eagles. Okay, and the final part of our pack, or box, Andrew Luck for the Colts. Nice. Okay, so our last relic is a dual relic auto. Eddie Lacy for the Green Bay Packers. Okay, and that is serial numbered out of 25. 2 out of 25. And that one is thick, guys. Okay, and then the last one is red. Andre Williams. Okay, for the New York Giants, and that is card number 13 out of 50. Let's see. Yeah, the bronzes are not serial numbered, but the other colors apparently are. So the red is out of 50. Let's see how thick that is. So that's the first limited Beckham that I pulled in a while. Too bad it wasn't him by itself and with his signature. Let's see. Okay. Get my jumbo sleeves out. Okay, so I'm going to let me tilt the screen down. We'll go from there. Okay, so just a quick recap before I go into the random. Okay, so for the finest, we had out of 50, blue Ace Sanders. The Jumbo Relic, Tom Savage for the Texans. The Auto Relic for the Cardinals, Logan Thomas. And there's 3 color stripe there. Going into the Bowman, P.J. Williams. Danny Shelton Auto. We had 1 mini, and that's Ifu Alamo. And then Clive Wolford. Okay. We had 1 relic out of the Bowman, and that was Derek Carr of the Raiders. We had a quad relic, and that was for the Giants, and that was Eli Manning, Ruben Randall, Odell Beckham, and then Andre Williams. We had 1 jumbo relic, and this one was out of 50, and that was Khalil Mack for the Raiders. We had a dual relic auto out of 25 for the Green Bay Packers, and it's Eddie Lacy. And then we had 1 rookie auto, and that was Zach Stacy for the Rams out of 300. And then the final parallel was the red Andre Williams out of 50 for the New York Giants. Too bad that wasn't Odell. And then the final one, which we're getting ready to transition over to the random, is we had 1 redemption, but it's a mystery rookie autograph. Okay. Obviously, no team assigned, so I'm going to have to randomize that with all 32 people. So I'm going to stop record here at this phase and then set everything up with YouTube so I can go ahead and do the random for that. Give me just a moment, guys. Appreciate it.